guys, happy Vlogmas. I cannot believe I am actually getting these videos done. That gives me optimism that I will be able to get back to sharing regularly on this YouTube channel if I really stick to making it a priority. But anyway, I'm Arlette Hardy, blogger and joy strategist from chasing-joy.com. Like I said, this is Vlogmas, and today's been a busy day. It was pajama day at the kids' daycare. I'll try to hopefully remember to throw in a couple pictures of them in their PJs. They all look like outtakes to me. I cannot get good pictures this morning. Baby Joy Chaser just would not cooperate. He did not want it. He didn't want a picture. And so I said, okay, I'll just do little sister. And Dee's like, no, I want to be in it. But then he wouldn't smile, or he was making weird faces. So I'll probably just do some kind of slideshow with all these outtakes. But anyway, they still were cute in their PJs. But then when I got to the school, I realized I remember reading that they were allowed to wear PJs and they could bring in slippers. So he had his slippers. Totally missed the part where they were supposed to bring like a stuffy or whatever if they have something that they sleep with. Now, Baby Joy takes a sleep with a truck right now. Sometimes it's books, sometimes it's a stuffy, but the last few weeks it's been one of his trucks. So that really wasn't what they were aiming for. But I got there and all the kids had their stuffed animals and their PJs on. I said, oh, he's going to be the only one. And I don't like for him to be the only one not participating in something. So I drove all the way home and went all the way back with his stuffed animals. That cut into my morning. So then I went to Target and tried to finish up my Christmas shopping. Just little things for the people who are coming to my house for Christmas dinner and holiday. Then I raced back. Now yesterday, my Christmas cards got here. They got here on time. My calendar got here on time. So I raced back so I could do my Christmas cards for my staff. You know, I've been on maternity leave since June, but like I'm still the supervisor of this team. So I wanted to send, I'm saying staff, like it's like I own the place, but like basically my team. My subordinates. So 2 of them have left since I've been on maternity leave. So I got just small gifts for the remaining. So I got them $5 Wawa gift cards. So Wawa is a gas station / convenience store in Philadelphia area. I know they're also in Maryland. They're in New Jersey. I'm not sure where else, but we live in Philly. My team lives in the surrounding areas. So got them $5 Wawa card and then a $10 Amazon card. So just something, you know, I can't afford to like really give them a big gift, but just something, let them know I'm thinking of them and I appreciate them. So, but anyway, so I just got those addressed and then I was rushing because it is now 12:30 and the mailman usually comes between 11 and 12, but I didn't see anything, so I'm hoping that they're running late today, and not that I just didn't get anything, but either way, I got them dressed and stamped, and the cards are in the mailbox, so hopefully they'll get picked up today. So now I'm gonna take a breather for a moment. I'm getting this video done, then I think I'm going to boil the sweet potatoes to make the pies today. If I can get them boiling by 1, then I should be able to get the pies completed and in the oven by 2:30. And then they'll be done before I have to leave to pick up for daycare. And then that'll be a big thing that I want to get done. I am slowly and surely checking off all these to-do list things before Christmas. Well, and then while potatoes are boiling, and then later while they're in the oven, I'm going to finish, I guess, straighten up the house more because the people who come to clean are coming tomorrow. And by the time I do all that, it'll be time to get the kiddos, and I run out of steam once I get them. So sometimes I'm optimistic about what I'm going to do in the evening, and that very rarely happens. So that's going to be my day. But this video, not going to be too long, but I wanted to show you guys my Christmas cards and the family calendar that I send out. So I'll start with the Christmas cards. I love how they look. I'm sorry, I feel like it's going to be backwards when you all look at it, but that's how I'll read it to you. But I love these pictures. So that was our Thanksgiving photo. And then the Christmas picture that I got of the kids, where they, at least baby Joy Chaser, is smiling and sister's looking at the camera and not crying, unlike the ones that they took at the daycare. And it just says, Merry Christmas, the Hardy family. So I really do love being able to say the Hardy family, because I wanted to have my own family for so long, and I still feel blessed and very much amazed that, like, these are my little people. And then on the back, I just wrote, we wish you peace and joy this season and throughout the year. Love, Arlette, and then the two kids' names. So that's our holiday card. That's our card for this year. Next Vlogmas, I'll do a video that shows all our cards. But this was the card, and this is crazy because this is the card last year. This is how I announced the pregnancy last year to people who I didn't really see. Look at the difference. You see baby Joy Chaser last year. It's hard to see when you get closer. Baby Joy Chaser this year versus last year. He looks so much more babyish. Last year, he was about, he was 3.5. Now he's 4.5. It's crazy. And then, look how different baby sister looks. She was just a little, I'm being silly. She was just a little embryo, she wasn't an embryo, but she was, just a little ultrasound picture last year. And now she's a whole realized big girl. Big baby girl. So that's our card for this year. And then this is our oh my gosh, I can't talk. This is our calendar. So I've been doing, this is my third year doing the calendar. I love doing this. One of my staff, right, that's what I called them earlier, had a calendar like this hanging on her desk. Now, I joined the team in January, so it was too late to do it that first year, which was 2020 when I joined the team. And I was like, oh, I love the calendar. It had her kids on it. And she said, yeah, I do one every year for the family. And I thought it was such a good idea. And I said, I'm going to do that. And she said, be careful, because if you do it, people are going to love it, and you're going to have to do it every year. And honestly, I don't know if people love it. I love it. I think my family members like it. And there's been a little bit of talk of who's going to make the calendar. Even though I tell them, send me pictures throughout the year if you want to be on the calendar. But I put it together. So this is my third year, and I really love it. And what I tried to do, so my coworker would save the photos each month, and that the next year in that same month have the photos. So some of the pictures are the same month, but so this is 2023 calendar, so it'll be the same month but from 2022 the picture. Some of the pictures are that way. The other pictures I tried to coordinate maybe people's birthdays or when an event happened, just because you trying to get basically 13 really cute photos, and sometimes the really nice photos don't match up perfectly with the months, but that's how I do it. So I'm just gonna go through. So here we are. This picture was just a couple weeks ago at church. I'm trying to make church fun, right, for the little boy. So we took a silly photo. Well, I don't think I intended for it to be silly, but he wanted to be silly, and so anyway, it's cute. Little sister looks like she don't know what's going on, but she's looking at the camera, so that's good. Just has the year, and it says family calendar by, and then it has our names, Arlette, and then the two kids' names. I just have it blocked off for the video. And then, so So I started with January. So this was actually last January. We had snow, and I didn't want to go out in it, so I brought the snow inside to Baby Joy Chaser's activity table, and he really liked that. So he got to play in the snow with his trucks and his blocks, which I would not have let him take outside, and he didn't have to get cold. I'll probably do that this year if the kids allow me to get away with it. And then just for the bottom of the calendar has, like, you know, the days. And for holidays for January, I put on there New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Day, and I included the Chinese New Year because it's nice to know when that is. And then I have the birthdays of the people in the family who will have one of these calendars in their house. All right, February. So this calendar is like a walk down memory lane. So February was when we did the gender reveal. And if you're new to my channel, go back and check out that video because when I did the reveal, my paperwork said I was having triplets, and that was crazy. But we did it by breaking the piñata, and then all the pink confetti fell, and I broke it with Baby Joy Chaser. Though he got cut off a little bit, but that's him, and he enjoying the party and getting the candy. It was pink candy and favors in there. So that was February. And the February holidays, I had Groundhog Day, Valentine's Day, President's Day, and Ash Wednesday, and then my niece's birthday. My dad's birthday was in February too, but I don't put it on the calendar because it's not like I'm going to forget it anyway. Then for March, just me and Butters. I like to include Buttercup because she's part of our family. So that was a cute picture of us. So most of the people in my family have cats, so I don't think they'll mind the cat photo. And then March is my birthday, so that works out. And so for the month, the holidays during, or the days to acknowledge in March 8th is International Women's Day. Hopefully I'll have my act together to post something about that. I put when daylight savings begins. So I think I heard a rumor that daylight savings is over, which I would be so happy if we can stop doing it. But until I know for sure, I wasn't sure, so I left it on the calendar. I have the first day of spring on there because I cannot wait until winter's over. And then my cousin's birthday is in March as well. So then April, this is another walk down memory lane photo. So last April we went, this is me, Baby Joy Chaser, and my two cousins. We went to Hershey, PA for a vacation. They came with me to help me out. It's kind of hard being on vacation away from home with a little person. So we went to Hershey, and this was at Chocolate World. See, we got our masks on, so definitely it was still COVID season. Baby Joy Chaser's mask is under his chin. But that's like a memory lane photo. And in April, I put April Fool's Day, Good Friday, Palm Sunday, Easter. And then we have 1, 2, 3 birthdays in April. Oh, and I put when Passover begins. So like I acknowledge the religious, the significant religious days. And so then we have May. So in May, this one is like slightly out of order, but I want to acknowledge the two graduates from this past year. So my little cousin up top, my nephew. Now technically one of them's birthday was in April and the other's in October. So this one's not really in order, but it was close. So I don't remember when their actual graduation days were. But it was around this time of year, and this was like the best month to acknowledge them, considering what photos I have for the other parts of the month. And then for the dates, I put Mother's Day and Memorial Day, and then we had one family birthday. One of my nieces is in May. And then in June, little sister arrived. And so I just did a little compilation of basically important moments from that first month. So that's her in the middle from her newborn photos. And then this is my aunt who came to stay with me. They were both sleeping. They actually kind of look alike, which I don't really see that, but like their eyes kind of look a little bit like when I was looking at the picture. This is my cousin, who's the godmom, who was my support person during labor, so she's the first person other than me to hold the baby. And then baby Joy Chaser meeting baby sister Joy Chaser, which was just an amazing experience and moment for me. And then my brother holding my daughter. That was just a great photo. So she was still a little teeny little thing then. She didn't even have her color yet. All these photos, she don't have her melanin yet. So that was in June. And then for the dates, so obviously I have her birthday on there now. And Father's Day on there, Juneteenth. The first day of summer, and then my other niece's birthday, or another niece's birthday that month. And then we have July. So technically this was the same day, I think, when baby Joy Chaser first met her, but it was just another nice photo, and I wanted it in the calendar. So that's them two together. And I actually picked the wrong photo when I did this, because this is the photo that I put on social media. Like her home from the hospital outfit had her name on it, and so I blurred it, and so I accidentally picked the one with the blurred picture for the calendar, but that's okay. It works out because I'm showing it to y'all anyway, and I would have had to blur it on here. But yeah, so that's the one mistake that I made for the calendar, but it's never perfect, but that's okay. So for July, I have Independence Day, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 birthdays. And I realized I put somebody's name and I didn't put birthday after it, but I'm sure they'll know what I meant. Let's see, and then August. So this picture is technically, I guess this is my nephew's daughter, so that would be my grandniece. So my grandniece, me, and my daughter, baby sister. So you can see her big cousin was very happy I was helping her to hold the baby. So that is a great picture for our calendar. And I'm not sure when it happened, but I put it for August, because I didn't have anything else for August. And then we just have one birthday in August. And then September, this is Grandparents' Day at daycare. So that's my aunt. This is actually the aunt that I'm named after. And me and baby Joy Chaser and baby sister all at school for Grandparents' Day. And then for the month of September, Grandparents' Day is in September, so I have that. I have Labor Day, the first day of autumn, and then one of my cousin's birthdays is acknowledged on there. And so October, here we go. This is another one that's not in chronological order. So these are the 2 youngest Hardy boys, men. One man, one boy, young man. So that's my nephew and my son. This was when my nephew's about to go on his senior prom. So that did not take place in October, but that's when his birthday is. So that's when this photo got. And I just thought this was a great photo. My nephew looked amazing. He looked so sharp in his outfit. And baby Joy Chaser has a great smile there. So that's the picture for October. And then for the dates, I have Indigenous Peoples Day, my nephew's birthday, and Halloween for October. And then November. Now this photo is almost in chronological order. So this actually took place in October this year. So that's my uncle. That is my dad's brother. He lives on the West Coast, and I do send a calendar out each year to him. But he came to the East Coast to visit, and my family in Maryland, so we drove down because he had never met my kids in person. I hadn't seen him since I was a teenager. Well, no, I'm lying. I haven't seen him since my dad's funeral, or my uncle's funeral. But I kind of block out both those things. So I don't really. When I think of him, I think like, oh, I haven't seen him since I was a teenager. So it's been a long time either way. So we went and he got to meet the little kids, and we took this picture. Not the best picture of me, but it's still a moment, and we're gonna remember it in the calendar. And I'm not gonna overthink it. Sometimes you just gotta not overthink stuff. Um, and baby Joy Chaser has a nice smile there too. And baby sister. So my uncle, by the way, is very tall. He is 6'7". So this is not probably the tallest person that they have ever seen in real life. And it looks like my daughter is looking at his hands like, oh my gosh, how are his hands that big? It's just funny. She just looks funny there. But anyway, but this actually happened in October, but I put it for November. And for November, I have when daylight savings ends, so I'm hoping that it's really over forever. I have Veterans Day, and then Thanksgiving. Oh, and the uncle in this picture, his birthday's in November, so that works out. So it wasn't chronological when it happened, but it's the month of his birthday. And then I have my aunt and my nephew's birthdays. And then that brings us to the end, December, which is the same picture that is on our card. So this was their first Christmas holiday photo together. Baby sister got one shoe off. That's such an accurate representation of her. She kicks off everything off her feet, and it's just a great photo of them. So that's for December, and that ends our calendar. For December, I have when Hanukkah begins. Christmas, I have Kwanzaa. Christmas Eve's on here, the first day of winter. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 birthdays in December. And that's our calendar. And I love it. Just doing this calendar makes me so happy. It is not cheap to do. So I do give the calendar as a gift. And I'm so happy it got here before Christmas, because then I can give everyone their calendars who will be at my house on Christmas. Then I don't have to mail it, because it's already, costs money to make. I don't want to have to also ship it. So it got here just in time. So that's our calendar and our card. And I love them. And I feel excited about them. And I'm so pleased with how they turned out and that I got them done. So those were other things I had to check off the list of the holiday to-do list. So let me know, do you guys number one, do you still do Christmas cards? Because everyone doesn't do them, but I do them, and I like getting them, and I do tend to save them. I don't get a ton, but I saved a few that I get, and I'll incorporate them in the decorations. Typically, I don't have any cards up so far, but I'm sure they're in one of these bags that I've yet to finish getting decorations out of, and I'll include them in the holiday decor. As for what people should do with my cards, so if you're watching this and you receive a card from me, look at it, take note of how beautiful my children look, and then do whatever you want with it. I don't care if you end up throwing it away. I don't expect you to keep it forever. If you keep it up for a while through the season, that's nice. I won't know, and I won't remember later. Now some of my family members do keep them because there's a nice picture. So it does warm my heart when I visit family later in the year and the card is on the refrigerator. But if I didn't see it there, I wouldn't think about it. So I don't think anybody should stress. I see some of these social media shares where it's like, what are we supposed to do with these? And it's like, who cares? Do whatever you want. It's just a nice thing. Someone thought of you. They sent you a card. And that's it. Don't overthink stuff. So let me know in the comments, do you still send out cards? If you receive cards, what do you do with them? How long do you keep them? And then does your family do a family calendar? Have you ever seen one? Would you like to do one? What are your thoughts on it? And then the third thing that some people do, some people send a family newsletter. I know one girl who does a family newsletter, and I think I received it one year through email maybe. And I don't think I still got it, or maybe I don't open it. I'm not the best with email when it's not like work related. So that's the only person I know who does like the family newsletter and talks about what's going on with her family throughout the year. In social media age, I feel like we kind of know what's happening with people's families, big moments anyway, because people will share a birth, they'll share if someone passed, they'll share if they got a promotion or if their kid was in a play or something that like people will post. So I don't know if there's still I'm not gonna say there's not a need for it, because if you like to send it, send it. You know, I don't know. I'm all for doing the things that you enjoy doing, and don't worry about what other people think, because it ain't costing them any money if you send them. If you put it in the mail, okay, it's mail they get to their house. If they don't like it, they just throw it away with everything else. But if it made you feel good to do it, then I say do it. So let me know if you do a family newsletter, or if you receive one from anyone. So yeah. So I guess this one's all about, I don't know. I'm gonna call it holiday stationery, cards, calendars, and newsletters. Let me know what you guys think, and I don't know what kind of emoji. I don't think there's like a calendar emoji. So, oh, maybe put a clock. I think there's a clock emoji or a watch, something that means time. So if you watch this to the end, find an emoji that reminds you of keeping time, whether it's a watch, a clock, if they have a calendar, something like that, and post it in the comments of the main video, so that I know that you watched to the end. So anyway, that's all. I hope you liked my stuff, my calendar, my cards. And if you know me in real life, hopefully I was able to send you one, and hopefully got it sometime close to Christmas, if not before. Alrighty, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for more Vlogmas. Bye.